Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is September 3rd, 2024. I'm trying to I had to remember what year it is. Always struggling these days, but yeah. Today, before the actual, so we have 15 minutes before the daily video. So I'm just going to do a bonus problem that I haven't done yet. Hopefully, it's not too difficult because I do want to get some dinner in a reasonable time. But we have a medium, so that's good. No spiel today, or at least for this one. Maybe it'll be the other one. Watch my video from yesterday if you want to kind of, I talk a lot about training, and I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, we have 1054 distant barcode. In a warehouse, there are a row of barcode where ith barcode is barcode sub I. We arrange the barcode so that no adjacent barcodes are equal. You may return any answer and is guaranteed an answer exists. Okay. Yeah, I mean, really, any idea works, right? As long as, I think the thing is that these ideas we played with in other problems, and at least for me, right? So I it's hard for me to kind of come up with like in terms of explanation and how to like intuition and how to kind of go attacking this problem, right? I think this is a what they call a constructive problem as well. So you have to construct the answer or construct an algorithm that gives you the answer given the input, right? The case where there are no answers is if one number is more than half of them. If that's the case, then it's just pigeonhole principle, and you just can't do it, right? Otherwise, you can always do it because you take the max and you just interleave it, right? And with that idea in mind, really, that's all it takes. You just take the max number. That's one way to do it, and and you can really, and there are ways you can do it with sorting, but it doesn't even matter that much, right? Because n is not that big, and n log n is fast enough. So what I would do is just take any two numbers that are not adjacent and then keep putting them together. The only thing is that if you're not careful, then if you get to the end, one number may have too many, right? So the way to kind of guarantee against that is if you take the max, or if you always take the max frequency value, two at a time, of course, so that they're not, then and you'll always have numbers at the end, right? So that's basically the idea. So that's basically what we're gonna do. Yeah. So then here we have for x in barcodes. Maybe we put it. Oh, we just put in a frequency table. I think that's probably fine, right? And then now we have f.items, which contains the key and the value, right? So then here we have key value, someone like this, and then maybe we want to put it in a heap, right? Heap, we want to put the value first, so then we're sorted by the value, but we want a max heap, which in Python is a little bit sketchy, but you could put it this way because it's negative, so that you basically invert the cost function, and then so basically this is your heap thing, and then you heapify, right? Heapify h, right? All right. Let's run it real quick. I just want to make sure. I don't know if I need a parentheses on this. That's yeah, and it tells me that I do. But yeah, okay. I was like, do I need it? Maybe I should have just put it in anyway. But either way, yeah. So now we have a heapify. So then we have while length of heap is greater than 0. We have maybe just a is equal. The variable names are terrible, but that's fine. This is just a and b. The two things, right? And maybe you have an answer. I think you have to be a little bit careful. Or maybe this is AV, AK. We don't really care about the value until we put it back in. Maybe I do wonder if there's a slicker way, but this should be fine, right? So then now we have, we just put in, we just put it in and it should be fine. Right. I think the only thing is that you have to double check that you have to put it in the right order. But you know, that or like it doesn't, the order doesn't matter as long as it's not next to the last number, right? Or like it's not the same as the last number. So yeah, so basically if length of answer is greater than 0 and the last one is equal to AK, then we just push a BK, right? And of course this pigeonhole, if it's equal to one of them, it's not equal to the other one because the AK is not equal to BK. Else, and this is just this first and this second, right? Yeah, and then now we can, well, this is a negative value because of the key, right? So maybe, I don't know. The way that I always like to do it is that I like to convert it even if it's trivial to do, so that we don't have to worry about it. And anyway, so yeah, and then the count we decrement by 1 on both, and then if AV is greater than 0 still, otherwise you just remove it from the heap, we can push it back into the heap. So this is going to be negative AV, and AK doesn't change. Same for the BV, right? And this should be good. Right, so this looks okay. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to match whatever they tell you, but you know, but they do have a checker. So even though my output is not the same as their output, or this output, it still gets me accepted, which is nice. Let's give a quick submit. Let's see if, ooh, oh, out of bounds. Oh, I am silly, huh? That's a good one. They got me. I mean, I just forgot about the odd number case. So yeah, so let's just say, well, this is equal to 2, right? And then, yeah, okay, fine, right? So if length of heap is greater than 0, right? So that means that if there's only one item, we pop. They got me, and I hate it. I mean, it would have failed for every or any odd number inputs. I guess it just wasn't on the inputs, and I didn't really think about it. Admittedly, I was also going to a little bit fast, maybe. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you think. But yeah, but this is an idea that has been in a lot of problems that I've seen, and this is the base level figuring out. So I don't know. Yeah, and what's the complexity here, right? Well, the heapify is linear, but this is also linear, just putting everything in the frequency table. Or this is putting everything in the frequency table. And here, for each item in the input, in the barcodes, we're gonna pop once and then push it back once, right? So that means that this is gonna, this loop is gonna happen all of n times, technically n over 2 times, but all of n times, and each of them doing log n operations, right? So this is going to be n log n, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Yeah, I mean, you could say something about like, you know, if k is the number of unique numbers in barcode, then it's like log k or something. If you want to be more precise, it's not a big deal. I'm curious whether there is anything like funky. Oh, okay. Oh, this I guess that's a cool one, actually. I see what they're trying to do. You just need to do the most frequent one, right? That's a cool way of doing it. I mean, I didn't do it this way because, I don't know. I just didn't really think about it, honestly. This is a very cool way of doing it. And you could kind of prove this way. I'll leave the proof for the people to do it at home. But yeah. You know, I mean, for 10-minute solution, and you know, I talked a lot during that 10 minutes. I think this is pretty okay. Definitely, yeah. And the thing with this one is that I want to say that you don't need to prove, but I guess you actually do need to prove. It's just that for me, I don't need to prove because I've done the proof before. I think the other one's a little bit tricky, but no, the other one is actually good as well. Well, actually, it does that. I mean, okay, let's see one more idea, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's still a little bit awkward, I think, to kind of get the edge cases correct. Like this is the edge case I was thinking about. Like, I mean, I don't think it's that hard, but it's just that it is, you know, yeah, it's just that it's very easy to get wrong, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.